shots.
Just give me un poquito then.
A little crack.
Just un poquito, please.
Oh yeah.
It's wood. Yes, it's wood.
Make sure
Don't bang on it. Yeah, nobody bangs on it though.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Does anybody want to try this before we get started?
Oh yeah.
Here, give it a shot.
You already tried it right there. Stop.
It's pretty delicious, right?
Was that brewed with lactose?
Top sure.
More cat. The request has been for more cat.
I know.
Here we go.
We should put her on the table. Say it. Oh.
Oh man.
Tom, no hair.
Oh, hair, Tom.
No HT.
Ready?
Yeah.
HodgePodge.
Oh, God.
Back, baby.
Damn.
We're back.
I like how you hid that.
I did the whole time.
Your sleight of hand is incredible with that.
I know. I have one upstairs too. I should have brought one down.
Well, if you cut, but the thing is, if you cut right now, go get it, come back, it'll just be right there, ready to go.
Could have just battled Monica.
Like this?
Whoa! Look at that.
That's awesome.
What key is yours in? Do you know anything on it?
Yeah.
That's not.
That's it. That's not a real thing, though.
Wait.
That was absolutely nothing, was it?
What was it?
When the ants come marching in.
Because the name of the song is not "When the Ants Go Marching In," Dave Matthews. The song is "When the Saints Go Marching In." when the ants go marching in.
Oh, when the ants go marching in.
So, boys, Christmas time is here.
Time for us to cheer.
We're gonna be posting this bad boy right before Christmas time.
Yeah.
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 And I used to not be a huge fan of this time of the year. I was just like, oh, give me the beach.
Really?
But as I got older and I started really loving to give people gifts, I've got really good at gift giving.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Love Christmas time.
I'm terrible at giving gifts.
So am I. I'm bad at
You
it.
said before you were good at it.
No, I don't know. I just end up buying people stuff that's like way too expensive, and then they're like, "Oh."
And some people think that's the perfect gift.
I know, but like, there's some people that like buy something that's like that's not like expensive and it's not cheap, but it's like just the perfect gift. You know what I mean?
It's all about the thought, right?
Yeah, it's all about
yeah.
the thought. I'm not good at that.
No.
So you're not good at thinking.
No, not at all.
Can you recall at least one gift that you to anybody? It doesn't matter who, and you don't have to say who, but one gift that you know that you nailed it when you gave it to them. Like you're like,
Oh,
that
yeah.
was- Give me like an example. Give me one example.
This year for my mom.
Okay.
I got her a laptop. And she's just been like.
She doesn't listen to this, does she?
No. She's been nonstop talking like, oh, I need to do more work on my laptop. Or on the laptop, she's using her iPhone way too much. She's like starting to struggle with my eyes.
Sure.
But she hasn't said anything like, I want you to buy me one. So I went and I bought her one.
You put it in the memory bank.
I put it in the memory bank, yeah.
But that's a practical gift, like a standard gift, because it's a laptop.
Yeah.
But also the thought's there because it's what she needs. See, it shows that you listen.
I'm more about
That's good.
practical gifts.
Yeah.
Practical gifts.
Like
are
a nice tape measure.
Yeah, or a hammer.
Yeah, or a BoJack horse hammer.
Yeah, but no, I think like practical gifts to me are better than like dumb gag gifts. Like you ever go to a Christmas party and like you have the white elephant and someone and you end up getting. I like it too, but like some people just don't know what to give.
Yeah.
And they just buy like
fart putty or something.
Yeah.
Putty.
Fart putty.
I would
Yeah.
steal the fart putty.
Yeah,
I would steal that.
Yeah, I like fart putty.
Yeah,
So that would
me
actually be a
too.
perfect.
But then
gift
you
for me.
ended up spending like, oh, that's a good one. I got someone a coffee mug for like one of the white elephants before, and then they got it and they're like, "This is great." And then I ended up getting like the pop vinyls,
Oh yeah. So like okay.
Yeah, but it was for a character that I didn't even like, and I'm just like, cool, man. But is that me just being terrible, a terrible person?
No, not at all.
Well, no, those kind of group gifts are different because you're just getting something to like you're looking for the fun,
a broad
like,
spectrum.
Yeah, and you're looking for funds. You don't want to go over the allotted limit, so then you just
I
get
always
something.
go over the allotted
I'm
limits.
saying more specifically when you give gifts to people like your friends and family that
Yeah.
like give me a gift that you've given to somebody before that you know you're like, oh, I nailed it. Even if it's practical. Like Fig mentioned a laptop, that's perfect because he listened to what she needed.
Right.
He knew she needed a laptop and he picked that up for her. I don't know, just nothing that
I could say
calls out.
I could say it just because she already knows I'm getting it for her. But Abby, I got her one of those like KitchenAid mixers.
Oh,
There
nice.
you go. Yeah, something
Yeah,
like that.
that was
Retro looking one.
Yeah.
Oh, I love those.
I got her a black one too. She was like, get this one because it's so cheap right now, please. And I was like, no, I'm gonna spend the extra money and get like a good color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was only
One
like
that-
a couple, like $30 more.
Yeah, that's fine. Or even like if you do a gag gift, getting something that again shows like your I don't know the thoughts there. My younger brother, since he's a carpenter, like years ago, he was like, "Oh, just get me a piece of wood and I'll be happy." So I got him a 6-foot 2x4, wrapped it up, and gave it to him.
Really?
And he loved it. He used it. And so there's a picture. I'm gonna send it to you so you can put it in the podcast. Ready? Can you snap and put it in?
Yeah,
With a
like
snap.
that.
And so you
Whoa.
see him with this giant 2x4, and he loved it because he used it to build things.
Yeah.
And so that's all you needed.
So where's it at now?
He built something with it.
Yeah, what did he build?
I'll ask him.
Right.
I'm talking this
Yeah.
like 11 years ago.
Oh, well,
Oh,
hopefully
oh.
it's still there.
How much does a 2x4 cost?
I don't remember.
14
I'll ask him.
14
I'll
bucks?
ask him that too. You're giving me a lot of research to do. But it's like a nice 2x4. Like my older brother, I couldn't think of what to get him. I'm pretty sure it was that same year. I got him a ham and cheese sub and from Quick Check, and he loved it with oil and vinegar on
That's
the
a
side.
really
That's
good.
not a
that's
bad
a-
idea.
that's a
he
good
ate it.
gift.
He ate it the next day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got him a ham and cheese sub
that's perfect. That's good. I would have been happy with that.
From Quick Check?
yeah, from Quick Check.
You know what I love getting for Christmas?
What's that?
Socks and underwear.
Same.
Yes.
Yes.
I love it.
I go through them like hotcakes.
Yeah, and then I yell at my. What do you shit your pants every week?
When I was a kid,
Twice on Sundays.
Figgy pudding in the underwear.
figgy pudding. So bring us some figgy pudding. So bring us some figgy pudding.
I'll be right
So
back.
bring us a figgy pudding and a happy New Year.
When I was a kid, that was considered an awful gift for me, and I'd be like, "Thanks, Grams, for this."
But that's when I
Socks
needed
and
it the
underwear.
most.
Right.
Yeah, you don't realize how much you need it.
Yeah.
Every year, those things they get me enough that they last me all year till the next year when I
Do you
get
know
them.
expensive underwear is expensive?
Nah, I go
mean,
for Hanes. I go for
It's
Hanes.
expensive, but like you think about women and how much they spend on their stuff.
True.
Their
true.
bras are like $9 million.
Yeah.
I'm like, all you're doing is holding
know.
skin up.
Well, my
Yeah.
I get my bras from Kohl's for me
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I need
They're cheap
this.
there,
I need the
you
support.
know.
I need the support.
And you need
I'm,
the support.
I'm a pink kind of guy. I'm all about the fashion of it.
Yeah.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Victoria's Secret.
Yeah.
Because you want to show you want people to
I
see
want-
how good yours
Obviously. That's why I always wear a white T-shirt underneath
Yeah.
and then the bra. So you can see
Yeah.
what color of bra I'm wearing.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
look. So calling out, you
It's
called out
always
some,
purple.
you called out some socks and underpants. Just again, not like it has to be a competition, but I'm curious what sticks out in your mind whether you were a kid, because obviously when you're a kid, Christmas is completely different. I mean, we all
Oh,
celebrate
man.
Christmas,
Yeah.
so Christmas is completely different because it's all about, you know, when you see a giant box, just
Right.
how excited you would get, and knowing it was like the Ghostbusters house or something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But just either when you're a kid or to now, any gifts that jump out as being like either a life-changing gift or one that meant a lot to you, or like, and it doesn't have to be like the best gift you ever got, just some that call out. Like for me, I got my first drum set.
Oh,
And
that's
obviously
wow.
that was life-changing. And
Yeah.
my grandmother got me my first drum set and private lessons. And those private lessons are what took me from not even being picked in concert band in like 5th grade
Yeah.
to being in concert band and, you know, eventually
That's crazy. Yeah.
because of I think I took lessons for 3 years. It was the longest Christmas gift I ever got.
that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah. I mean,
And
that,
I have
you're
underwear
still
older
reaping
than
the
that.
benefits.
I'm still reaping the
So-
benefits.
so
Yeah, no,
do
you're right. And my dad got me so that was my beginner drum set. Then when they knew I was sticking with it a few years later, my dad got me my first like professional drum set.
Nice.
And
That's
since
awesome.
my dad is an awesome dude, it was in the private place where I was taking lessons. It was in there, and I was like, oh man, I want that set. It was used. It was Tama. Since I love Metallica, I wanted a Tama drum set because
Yeah.
that's what Metallica used. And one day I walked in and it had a sold sign on it, and I was so bummed out.
Tell me.
My dad's a great guy.
No.
So I walked by it for
You
10
didn't see that coming?
probably like a good 10 days when
No, I
saying
didn't see that coming.
saying that it was sold. Came upstairs to my dad's house for my last Christmas present, and it was that drum set.
Dude,
Oh,
I would
that's so cool.
cry.
Oh, I think I jumped up and down and hugged him, but he was so happy. Yeah,
I would
awesome.
cry.
It was
probably.
it was an awesome moment.
Yeah.
So things like that, obviously, because not only was it he went above and beyond, but like you said, I still reap the benefits for those gifts
Yeah.
to this day.
Yep.
Yeah.
What about you guys?
I remember getting a Sega Genesis,
Yeah.
and it literally like that was the best Christmas I think I've ever had.
PlayStation for me. I don't remember Sega Genesis, but we did get one. I just don't remember when.
I also got a Nintendo 64. Like that was always like the present that
the
big ones.
Yep.
But like Sega Genesis, I don't know why I was like maybe 7 or 8 when I got it.
Yeah.
And I remember I had one game and that was all I played for like years.
Sonic the Hedgehog 1.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So Fig, any gifts that you got that were especially appreciative of?
I mean, I've gotten some pretty decent gifts. I want to say when I first went to college, my parents were really, really proud of me there because I was one of the first people to actually go to college.
That's awesome.
Not that I finished.
It doesn't matter.
But I was able to go, and
you still did it.
Yeah. And they actually got me a laptop for my college,
wow.
and that was huge at that time. I mean, they really didn't have the best budget. It wasn't the best laptop, but it definitely helped.
It was a laptop.
It was a laptop, exactly.
Yeah.
So,
but the fact that, like you said, that they were able to put that money together to put that aside for you is awesome.
It was really cool.
Yeah,
that's awesome. How about giving gifts? I know you said you're not such good gift givers. But...
I usually, like I said, I always go over the top with my parents. You know, they always tell me not to, and I'm just like, I just like to give them back.
Sometimes you know what they want more than they know what they want because they don't know that there's a thing that can be done that they're like, oh, you could buy. You're like, oh, you could buy this to do that thing.
Right. I think this. I shouldn't say it, but like, I guess I could always cut it out. So I got my dad this year, or
that's awesome.
Right.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
You're gonna love that, Franco. Even though that was a beep, you're gonna love that.
You're gonna enjoy it.
Yeah,
definitely.
But I think he's gonna really like that. And then I got my mom like,
beep.
Nice.
and
I'm confused.
I think the best present I ever got was my dad last year for his birthday or Father's Day or something like that. It was he's big into fitness and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And
his dad is
really
made out of granite.
He runs like 6 miles on Saturday, 6 miles on Sunday.
Holy
like,
shit!
And he's a tradesman. He does a trade by
and he's a carpenter, he's working with his hands all day. So he's kind of ripped. And
is he really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Snap it.
I can put a picture right there.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa, Mr. Fig, tubular.
Yeah. I mean, obviously he gets it from me, or vice versa.
Yeah.
But anyway, one year he was really, really just like, I want to get into biking and all this other stuff. And I went out there and I got him a really nice bike, which he uses till this day.
Nice.
I
got bikes before too. My first bike and everything. All I wanted was a mongoose. I think I wanted a mongoose like with the pegs and stuff.
Yep.
Never did get that mongoose, but I got one that was like the equivalent of a mongoose. But remember that was like the big thing. Everyone was rocking the mongooses in the front and back pegs.
I wanted a mongoose and I got a bike. It wasn't a mongoose.
I think I got a Magna.
Yeah, I got some type of Duffy.
A Duffy.
I think it's a Huffy.
No, I'm pretty sure it was a Duffy because my parents could afford Huffies.
That's great. Liquid hot Magna.
So I got a Duffy bike, which I ended up crashing like really bad. And I ended up scratching up like half of my face.
I've done that too.
Awful. Well, from that point, like I was so, first of all, I was scared that my parents were gonna beat the shit out of me for breaking the bike.
Yeah.
And then I was scared, like I scratched up half my face. I'm like, I'm gonna look like this forever, Ma.
Right.
So
don't look at me.
Don't look at me. I was
an animal.
Yeah. I was already picturing. I was like, well, maybe I could be the lead in Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah.
These are the life choices that I have in front of me now.
So you immediately decided that you could turn to acting.
Yeah,
and drama.
pretty much.
Yeah. But play one specific
just
role. For
one
the rest
role
of your
for the
life.
rest. That's it.
The burned guy in every movie.
Burn Victim 4.
So I ended up scratching on my face, and I was like, man, I can't ride a bike anymore. I didn't ride a bike from that moment till like almost 15 years later.
Kidding me?
No, I got scared. I get shaky on bikes, so I decided to ride my bike one time, and it was to my friend Harry's house. And I'm riding, and I'm like, I'm just gonna use my dad's bike. You know, he likes bikes, so he had like a mountain bike, and I'm riding my bike, and it's back in South Plainfield. So I'm riding my bike, and I see like traffic coming. I'm like, oh shit, I better beat that traffic. And I try to jump the curb, except when I jumped, the front tire just stood on the ground. And I just, poof, hit the curb, flipped on over on everybody, all the cars were laughing. I was like, okay, great.
This is where you scraped up your face?
No, there's another time.
This is 15 years later.
15 years later. So it's the first time I rode a bike after 15 years. I fell.
Let's put some ages to this.
Yeah.
15 years later, so that puts you at what age?
I was like 8 when I first crashed my bike. So 15 years after that, I was like
23.
23. So I crashed my bike again at like 23.
Not your bike.
My dad's bike. Yeah. So I ended up getting to Harry's house, and I have like scratches on my elbow. Like he's like, "What happened?" I was like, "I fell off my bike again."
Oh, fig.
So I have not ridden a bike since then. I can't. I don't like it.
Honestly, you got your license. There's no need, man.
Yeah, there's no need.
Just
There's no
take
need.
take a car
I would
everywhere.
love to be able to do something like athletic like that, but like everybody, we have the MS bike ride at my job every single year, and I always want to participate. It always seems pretty cool. They shut down New York. You ride 30 miles, 50 miles, or 100 miles.
Wow.
Awesome. It's for a good cause, and I just can't get the nerve up to do it because there's like 1,000 other people there, and I already get shaky on a bike, and I know I'm just gonna like swing to the left and take out a child, and then I'll be on the news for murder.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
I'm gonna put it out there for you, and it sounds ridiculous, but it's a possibility.
what was that?
Get a trike.
No, no.
Why?
No,
with a basket on the back.
No, well, you don't have to. But get a 3-wheeled bike, man.
No.
And
It'll give you
do
that
50
balance.
miles
It'll
like
give you that balance. Okay, fine. I'm gonna throw it out there too. Training wheels.
No, no.
You
At
know
this
how to
point-
ride a bike. You're just not good at it.
Yes, I just get
That's why I'm
shaky. I
saying
get so nervous on it that I make
3-wheeled
myself
bikes
fall
are a
off.
thing, man. Get a 3-wheeled bike.
I'll get a 3-wheel motorcycle, but I won't get a 3-wheel bicycle. I'm too old for that.
Would you get a 2-wheeled motorcycle?
Probably.
But you can't ride a bike.
This one's got a
It's
bike.
different. It goes by itself.
That's
No,
not
that's
true.
not absolutely not true. You should not get your license. You have to turn the handle to make it go.
Well, yeah, but I'm not like pedaling. Like,
You know
Wait,
I have
no.
a motorcycle, right?
So let's break this. Wait, what?
I have a motorcycle.
yeah.
It's in my garage.
I think I knew that.
Yeah.
Can I
Why-
ride it after
why-
It's a
this?
secret. Yeah, sure.
Why? Do you
Really?
have a,
Okay.
Why?
What?
Why?
Why is it a secret?
Why do you have one?
Because I used to ride a lot. I dumped it.
You did.
Yeah.
Hey.
I was doing like 50 miles an hour around a turn, and I just fucking
You try to think you're in a video game.
I low-sided it. That's when you. That's so like I was turning this way, right, and the bike slipped out that way. So
And
it's
you-
low-sided.
What were you?
You know-
What did you have on you? Like, what were
I was
you
in
wearing?
full gear. Full gear.
Oh, okay, so
So
you
you-
were okay.
Yeah.
You
I
skidded
was
out
fine.
like
That's great,
you skidded
okay.
out like a stuntman.
Yeah.
You was like,
That's got to be
see,
scary.
the thing
I
about
missed a log. My head missed a log, maybe by like this much.
see, and that's the reason why I think I want to ride a motorcycle is because I'm naturally just a gambler. I gamble with everything. I
Yeah.
gamble with my life. I gamble with my money. I gamble just with everything.
Yeah.
So I feel like that would just be a segue into my next motor vehicle thing is just taking a gamble on riding a motorcycle
And your life.
and my life.
It's
I mean,
scary because
I don't think I would ever ride on a highway. I'm not that type of person, but
Yeah.
I would like to get
highway's
like
easier.
I don't know. I'd like to get a bike to ride around town.
Yeah.
Just that's fine.
I don't know about all that.
They say they don't. They actually say it's not if you're gonna fall off your motorcycle. It's when.
Okay.
Oh, great.
I know it's scary.
Well,
and
you have to plan for the worst. So, like you said,
Yeah.
you're in full gear. If you were like, "Oh, I'll be fine. I'm gonna wear this light denim you have on now," that wouldn't do anything.
right.
Yeah. Well, speaking
No.
of gambling,
Oh yeah.
do you guys partake in gambling with your life or your money?
I gamble with my life every day with my diet, but
and even with your job.
yeah,
with your job.
my job.
That was the funniest thing you said all podcast. That was so good.
Thanks for telling me I'm not funny. I'm not the funny guy anymore.
Yeah, but I dabble.
A little dab.
I did my 21st birthday. I went to Atlantic City.
I hate it. I hate it so much, man.
But a false sense of gambling will always equal victory because when I was down there, I was with Josh,
Rain Man?
my guitar player.
Rain
he
Man?
Was pulling a,
That's what I
he, was
call
pu-
him.
he was pulling a Rain Man there. Like all of a sudden he went into a new personality, and he was like, "We're playing roulette. Definitely 6. Definitely gonna land on 6. Pick 6. Landed on 6.
really,
Definitely 9. Definitely gonna land on 9. Hit 9, and I left
that's crazy.
up in roulette.
How much did you win?
It was a couple $100.
Nice.
That's awesome.
And that's the way I thought it was going to be. And my birthday was June 9th, so 6 and 9. And that's the numbers he told me to play, and they came up. So I left Atlantic City my 21st birthday thinking that's the way it's going to be forever. I'm going to
Yeah.
always win. And then I won that one time, and I lost the other 155 times that I've
Yeah.
been down there.
Yeah.
But it gave me that false sense of that's the way it should always
Yeah.
be.
My first time in Atlantic City, I went gambling with one of my good buddies at the time, Brian, and so we started gambling around 7:30 p.m. and I stopped gambling around 7:15 a.m. That was my first time gambling ever. So it was just such a roller coaster of a night.
At 7:15 in the morning, he was like, "I blacked out. What happened?"
I just remember opening the doors to the casino. I was like, oh, it's bright out. But we played like every single game, and it went to the point where at my peak, I was up like $1,500 to my low, where I lost all $600 that I came with.
Oh my God.
So like I went there and I was gambling, and we're sitting maybe like now it's 7 o'clock in the morning where we're getting ready to leave, and we just start going like, all right, I'm going all in roulette, and I started putting numbers on black and red, black and red, and I just lost all my money. Meanwhile, Brian's sitting there and he's just letting it ride over and over and over. His chip stack was just to the ceiling. It was really high.
That's insane.
He won a couple $100 in the last like 15 minutes, where I lost a couple $100 in the last 15 minutes.
Oh, man.
It was crazy. But from that, I was hooked. Just from that, because it was so much fun gambling for 12 hours.
I mean, it
and
is
granted,
fun.
I
It is
lost.
fun.
I lost at the end of the day, but that was 12 hours that I kind of was like, oh,
Right.
I had a really good time, and I had the potential, if I really left when I was up, to win this much money. So that's what I've kind of tried to take from it for my first time, is leave when you're ahead.
Right.
It's hard to
It's
do.
really hard.
It's very hard for you to leave when you're ahead.
Because once you're up a couple $100, you're like, maybe I can win a couple $1,000.
Right.
And then like
Right.
before, you're like, I'm gonna be a millionaire. No, you're never a millionaire.
That was
You're
always my
never
problem
really
when
good.
I was like younger.
Yeah.
Was that like I would go, and then you would win, and I'm like, oh, let's keep on going,
Yeah.
and then you lose it all.
Yeah. The house always wins.
It always wins, no matter
Always.
what.
Yeah.
That's true.
And the last time I went, I was playing craps. I was playing craps,
Okay.
and I won $450.
Nice.
And as soon as I was like, I hit 450, and I was like, I'm out. I'm out.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's a good up to leave.
yeah.
And
And
then-
that was it. I didn't play anymore just because I know how it goes.
One of the last times I went to the casino was I was on a cross country trip, and not cross country, like we were driving to Houston, but we were making stops along the way. Our very first stop was Pennsylvania. We went to Sands Casino like an hour away.
Yeah.
We were like, hey, we're just gonna stop. And it was my one of my buddies. It was his 21st birthday, so it was like, let's go for you. You never gambled
Yep.
before, so let's do it.
Didn't you also make sandwiches for the way there?
We made sandwiches. I made like 8 sandwiches for 4 guys on the drive down.
You're like
They
a
were
mom.
gone by Pennsylvania. They were gone by Sands. Like,
You're supposed to last the whole way down.
we ate every single sandwich before we got to Sands Casino. Like, it was really, we got on like
5 minutes in the car, right?
yeah, we got into the car. We're like, should
Hey,
we
you got
stop?
that
Should we stop for
sandwich?
food? Should we stop? I was like, I got sandwiches.
Yesterday, my friends and I had a nice gathering, almost like a Friendsgiving type situation, but
Yeah.
more for this holiday season. And everyone made a bunch of stuff. There's like 40 people there. Tons of food.
Yeah.
Tons of different things.
Too much food.
Too much food.
There's
Oh.
not such a thing.
I never thought there would be until
Yeah.
yesterday when I was trying to make a dent into it the other day,
Yeah.
and I couldn't.
Fig whipped up some roasted pork.
Yeah.
I whipped up some pasta sal.
What is it called?
It's called pernil.
Pernil.
Pernil. That's good.
Pernil.
Pernil.
Perro. So we went to this nice Friendsgiving thing. A lot of people there. People I didn't know, people I did know.
Yeah.
And that led me to you and I before the podcast. We were kind of talking about those kind of things, and I think there was something you wanted to touch upon there, Tom.
So I went to a Friendsgiving recently, maybe like 2 weeks ago, and it was people like I wasn't really familiar with.
Yeah.
And we, it was the end of the night. Everyone's kind of leaving, and I saw someone, and I said, all right, man, take care, good luck. And when I said good luck, he turned to me and he was like, "What does that mean?" Right? I'm not crazy, right?
No, why would he get so offensive about that?
Right.
Wait, but why did you say good luck?
Okay, so maybe it was just me. I don't know. Have you ever said good luck to someone just
Yeah.
like randomly? Like,
All the time.
oh man, it was nice meeting you. Good luck.
Yeah.
Just like
Then again, you have a track record with these kind of things. You remember with Domino's Pizza, the delivery instructions, you said, be careful. And like the most
yeah,
the most creepiest way, to the point where the pizza guy called you and said, why do I need to be careful?
Is there a dog I need to look
Is
out
there
for?
something I need to look out for?
In my defense, I was extremely drunk, and we ordered Domino's, and when in the little
You were not drunk. You were Tom.
I was that's drunk. No, but like in the little box where it says like
Delivery
instructions,
yeah.
I said just be careful because it was snowing out. Right?
You're giving him like
It
a
was
thumbs up. Be careful, not a be careful
not
specifically.
be careful. You know, like a creepy one.
Well,
But
so it depends on what you guys were talking about that night. I don't know.
we were talking about work.
But
right? And,
realistically,
like,
is this the first time you met somebody?
it was the first time I met him.
And if you said, hey, good luck with stuff, fine. Thanks.
Yeah.
There's no reason why you got to be so defensive about it.
Yeah, so he came up to me and he was like, well, what does that mean? What do you mean by that? And I was like, good luck in life. And he was like, I don't need luck. And I was like, okay, man, I just, it's something I said,
Was he drunk also?
Probably.
Okay. There's people that
Probably.
get aggressive when they get drunk. Yeah, I mean, like, when I get drunk, I get a little cuddly, a little sleepy. Like, I fall asleep when I get drunk.
Yeah.
There's other people that take it to the other extreme and they get aggressive.
Yeah.
Maybe this
Yeah.
guy was trying to pick a fight with you for some reason because maybe, I don't know,
I also,
don't get it up
but
the
I
ass
also
on the
think
side.
it's because we know how Tom is,
Yeah.
and we know that you're not a malicious person. You
Yeah, I
would,
didn't
you would be
mean it
saying
in
it like
any
as some
way.
kind of weird backwards,
Yeah.
mean ass comment. Like you were just saying it to be.
I think,
Good, you're saying
honestly-
good night and good luck, like signing off on a news
Yeah.
broadcast,
Yeah.
which is weird. But yeah,
Well,
it's
you
not
know,
mean. It's just weird.
I was in the podcast mode.
So I just want to say Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate or you don't celebrate. Just a shout out to you guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate you guys this year. It's our first year doing this thing that we're trying to do. And we're just doing it for our enjoyment. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying it also.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us for the ride this year.
Yeah.
Wait, is this the end of season 1? Well, this episode.
Well, I don't know.
Is this episode and the next episode? Are you gonna count it? Are you gonna start titling episodes as season 2? Because as you know, with Tom, he left a 3-digit three characters open for the amount of episodes he thought we were gonna put into season 1, thinking we're gonna pop in a quick 100 episodes.
If we do this
Two
for
every
about
week.
if we do this for 33 years, we have we have enough leeway.
2 episodes a week, so we
Yeah.
have 104 episodes every year.
We both know in 33 years we won't know how to operate this kind of machinery.
Yeah.
Well, in my day, we used the Zoom H6.
33 years, I might not be around.
Yeah, my kids are gonna be like, Dad, the Zoom H6, that's so ancient. That's like vinyl.
There's like
What is that?
Zoom 97 now.
Yeah,
Oh, your kids sound like nerds.
they're gonna be geeks
Yeah.
By choice, though.
by choice.
I know you wanted to bring up that that vote.
The
that got
unfortunate demise of the internet. Yeah,
the impending demise. Let's say.
yeah, I guess it's not over yet.
No, it's not over yet.
It's
but
not.
Net neutrality was repealed, as we assumed it was going to be, along party
Yeah.
lines.
Oh, or as I would like to think about it, the free internet is back.
It's a sarcastic comment from
That is a
what a
sarcastic
Jit Pie
comment.
would be saying. Is that
Yeah.
correct?
Did you see his
Video, I did.
his video?
I did.
7 things you could still do after.
Don't even put a link into that video because it's ridiculous.
Everything that he does just makes me angrier
Yeah, it does.
and angrier and angrier.
I know.
He just has. Sorry, I don't even want to get
No,
into
no,
And you're-
get
and
into
you're-
it.
I
Get
know,
into it
because-
because
in
because-
your experience,
because
in
you-
your experience with cable companies,
Yeah.
have you ever left a conversation with them where you feel like, well, I just didn't get fucked extremely hard,
once.
and for me it was once too, and at least I thought it was once, and it was recent,
Yeah.
and it's just never ending.
And
it's just never ending crap because
these-
they know they hold the keys to the kingdom.
These are the-
Absolutely.
these
And
are
now
the
they even have
people-
more keys.
These are the people that are going to be trying to run the internet going forward. Are
And-
the people that can't even control the
It's
things
not-
that are coming and going from their own place.
Yeah.
If there's one thing that I learned from being an adult, it's that I realized how much I don't care about television. That the only thing I
I got rid of my cable.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So that's the next step, unfortunately. But the thing is, they're not going to care unless everybody does it.
Well,
Until
yeah.
everyone
I
starts
mean,
getting rid of their cable.
I already said it. I'm bringing back my library card. I'm just gonna do stuff like that. I could go off the grid.
When you say bring your library card, what does that mean?
Like I haven't had a library card or have a use
No,
for
but you
my
mean to
library
go
card.
on the internet or go get books?
No, to go get books, to go do whatever I want to do at the
Movies. They
library.
have movies at their
They have
library.
movies there also, like as opposed to having to go to a cable company and order movies or whatever the case is.
Wait. Just
Yeah.
wait.
It's unfortunate, but yeah, I mean, there's people that are thinking, oh, things aren't going to change. You just wait, 'cause it's going to slowly
It's
start.
al-
If it
it's-
passes through, things are slowly going to start to change.
It's
I think,
already that
so
way
we
in
don't
Braz-
even notice
It's
it.
already that way in Brazil, where they sell you things in packages.
Yeah.
It's already
But I'm
that
saying
way.
not even that. I'm saying you wait till you see like the throttling stuff. It'll happen.
Oh yeah,
Oh, it will.
Of course
it'll
oh,
happen.
absolutely.
So this might not be a big issue to a lot of people, and also I know we try to stay away from that stuff. We try to make HodgePodge kind of an escape for
Right,
things. And
right.
trust me, I know there's much worse things that's going on in this world that are much more ridiculous than
Oh, yeah.
just the net neutrality thing.
Yeah.
But it's one thing that we feel crosses over to what HodgePodge is, and how we make things work here.
Yeah.
So that's why, like, don't get me wrong, we know that there's other things going on besides net neutrality, but
Of course.
it's just something we wanted to touch upon these last few weeks because we're an
It's important. I
an
think it's
internet
important.
show and an
Yeah.
internet streaming service. So
Right.
it's something that could directly affect us,
And-
like you said.
and
So
the thing is,
that's
like-
why we wanted to bring it up, to not beat a dead horse,
Yeah.
to not beat a BoJack horse to
The
death.
BoJack Horsehammer.
The thing is, people don't know. A lot of people don't know a lot about net neutrality. They
I
don't.
know.
I've talked to coworkers who are like, "What is that? Why is that important?"
Scary.
They have no idea. They could care less. It's
But
just-
honestly,
right.
what's scarier to me about it is the fact that your whole life is digital now, whether you like it or not.
yeah,
And a lot of things that have to make life happen involve the friggin'
Right.
internet being pushed into your house,
Yeah.
and things being pushed back out, like you said, streaming or your phones or whatever. I mean,
Right.
it's crazy.
yeah.
So I hopefully things change, but it's sad to see that it just got voted down party lines like everything else that does happen, and it's disappointing.
Did you watch the FCC?
I did. I watched. I was at work, so I listened to it, and
Yeah.
then I think I had a meeting, so I had to leave. But I watched one of the Democratic members, I forget her name, just saying how she dissents to this opinion, and the
Yeah.
things that she was saying
It's just
was very powerful.
Right. The second woman who talked, or the first
I
woman?
think I can't. I say I don't know where I jumped in,
Okay.
but it was very powerful. And you're telling me that these big giant conglomerates of companies aren't going to use this to their benefit? You're foolish.
they
You're
could care
foolish.
less. The companies are every company, no matter who you work for, are all capitalist.
Right.
They only care about the bottom line.
Right. Of
They
course.
want to
That's
make
our
their
country.
money.
Capitalism.
That's it.
No.
And not that there's anything wrong with that, but it becomes an issue when there's 5 major players that can control the whole thing. At
That's
that point, it's
technically
a monopoly. At that
yeah.
point, it's a monopoly. Like
Yeah.
you are not leaving it for, and it's the same for a lot of other things. And that is never a good thing, is when you leave people without options.
Yep.
Never.
And small startups and people that are trying to make things happen, and those things can be
This HodgePodge,
right. Those things can just can never make it to you.
and we will try to
Movement on
keep
this.
you informed at all times. I mean, not. Once again, this
as best
is more,
as we can.
this
We
is
don't
more-
know
yeah,
everything.
This is
about
more.
it,
This is
so-
more of an escape for people just to kind of come away and have some fun. But at the same time, we'll try to keep you guys informed on anything new that we hear of out of important issues like this. And this affects everyone in the United States.
Right. And don't
Everyone.
take anything that we say for
It's
for
not gold.
for the
Yeah.
word. I mean, do your own research on it.
Again, the purpose of HodgePodge, in my opinion, is just to have somebody have people listen to us and try to just escape from all the bullcrap that's going on in the
Right.
world. But it's nice to know that there is something that crosses over to our medium as well.
Mm-hmm.
And that we could kind of touch upon and keep people somewhat informed, like you said. Do your own research, but people can also understand what's going on. Fig, Tom, I know you guys are both Christmas celebrators. I hope you have a Merry Christmas.
I hope you do too.
I hope you do too. Abby, happy Hanukkah. Guys, thanks for joining us again this week for HodgePodge. I am your guy, Fig.
And he's your guy, Fig.
And he's your guy, Fig.
We'll see you guys next week. Later.
See you guys.
Do the lowest note. Do the lowest note. Perfect. Now stop. No, just
For the
so
side.
the C would probably be the lowest or the highest note. No. Stop. Okay. Just hit the highest note.